All right, what's happening? Mic check 1 2 1 2. We transmitting this specifically for Emilola, to Emilola, and everyone else who this story and journey resonates with. As my person transmits this from Shy-Raq, Chicago. Shy-Raq. And that's S-H-Y-Raq, Shy-Raq. Why Shy? S-H-Y? Because Pierre, P-Love, government name Pierre. It's a little shy, still these days, a little shy. So we in Shy-Raq. YesUAh deity, which was Mercury deity, which they call Wednesday. YesUAh deity, Mercury deity, aka Wednesday. My person had the honor of, while in Shy-Raq, give thanks to God, Brother True, had to come to Chicago, Shy-Raq, to drop up, to close out some business. And just so happens, my person's biological father is in Shy-Raq, Chicago. So, Emilola, as we give the gist of this, the gist of this transmission is my person is sharing this part of its journey, of its story, specifically this journey of this story, because it resonates with the homelessness aspect in a sense. As in, your person transmitted a few deities ago, maybe about a strong or so ago. 7 deities in a row is a strong. So about a strong or so ago, they're roundabouts. You transmitted in the text thread, you say, we being evicted. Yet all we just need, the energy's a little low. We're engaging in this tantric dance on this, of our outer extremities of tantra, of our tantra with our experiences. We're engaging in this dance with our outer experiences. Yet the energy is a little low. So tribe vibe, can you supercharge your sister a little bit while she's dancing this tantric dance with reality at its outermost layers, called our experiences, events, and circumstances. And so we say, cool, being evicted, we shot some supercharged energy. Boom, chakra, supercharged, you're right. And so this deity is Jupiter's deity, Thursday. I want to say maybe the 15th of January, of the Gregorian calendar year. So as my person transmitting, sharing its story, being somewhat homeless, you see. From this perspective, as we step out a little bit and see, as my person shared what's happening. When we connected Emilola, my person was serving as a high priest at Temple Mother Earth, Washington, D.C., right? So my person came to the Temple Mother Earth, TME, Temple Mother Earth, in the year of 2023 of the Gregorian calendar year, right? Came there, oh shit, this is cool. So in 2024, as an Arcturian starseed, my person was given the assignment of holding space as high priest at Temple Mother Earth, Washington, D.C. in 2024 of the Gregorian calendar year. And also, as my person came to the temple, it brought with it, I am it. The return of the ancient ones. I am it, and so are you. Yes, you are, Yeshua, YesUAh. Another embodiment of Christ consciousness. A unique expression, darling, of all there is, all there was, and all that shall be. So my person brought this philosophy, movement, ideology to the temple in 2023. with the expectations. We say, well, cool. The energy's here. We saw, it was an experiment in Tantra to see if I Am It and Temple Mother Earth can engage in some shit. So it wasn't, I Am It in the temple was not necessary. It was a coming to realize the assignment at the temple as high priest was a personal assignment, not directly with I Am It. So although we talked about I Am It because I Am It, we brought it to the temple. And so in 2025, my person had the honor, the privilege, darling, of reconnecting with Emilola and Adara Moselle, you see. And Tim, and Nakia, B13, heart clicked, Ia Kenya, Ia Kenny, and Ia Olu. Just shouting out some names that my person had the honor of reconnecting with these beautiful souls who are a reflection of being it through Adara's tantric community, right? Serving as high priest in May of 2025. Here we are in June 2026 of the Gregorian calendar year, being as though my person personally saw the timeline of from Temple Mother Earth, Washington, D.C. to relocating, my personally going to the mountains of Jamaica and holding space at Temple Mother Earth, Jamaica. That wasn't the assignment. It wasn't that type of partay. It was a personal assignment so my person may cultivate, on this fast track, the vibratory frequency needed to hold space for the I Am Spiritual Center in the mountains of Jamaica, which we get ready to. And so, since being high priest at the temple, as well as holding space as the patriarch for I Am It, nation tribe, because it was the assignment was not for I Am It and the temple to integrate harmoniously in that tantric journey. It was personal. At some point, it became too much for my person to maintain the role of high priest at the temple while preparing for the I Am Spiritual Center that we now know as I Am Spiritual Center. So as we severed our ties with Temple Mother Earth, my person needed a place to stay. So we called our sister, biological sister in Atlanta, Douglasville to be specific, that says, hey, your brother's out here. The plan was to go from Temple Mother Earth, DC, to the mountains of Jamaica. It didn't work out. We need a place to stay. She said, okay, come on. However, serving as high priest on working for God, this is not, the physical pay isn't there. However, a person has all that it needs. So as a result, right now, until we get to Jamaica, and until we get to Atlanta, we're homeless. So my person has a god brother, True, who said, we got you. So my person has been getting some restoration in Oxon Hill, Maryland, a suburb of DMV, right outside Washington, D.C. While it packs all this shit up from the temple, went to Oxon Hill to go to Atlanta. And so right now, back to the point of this transmission right now, everything my person owns is in this van outside. On the way to Atlanta. And so we've been here for got here on moon deity. This is Jupiter's deity. And so, we sit on 2 paint cans, and this is our ceremonial, spot here, as we do our, cannabis and high pay and shit, and recalibrate your center. And so the thing is, it's 10 minutes now in. It's a story, 10 minutes in. Only to say that, in the sense, my person is homeless because it doesn't have its own place of reside. It is depending upon people to host my person for some place to stay. So everything we own is outside in the van. Give thanks to our God brother. Going down to Atlanta. We're gonna drop some stuff off in Atlanta, Douglasville. So we should be there this strong in. If anybody have a meal, want to sit down and have a meal with a brother, or Tim specifically, if you got a bottle of Kraken line, bottle of Kraken, want to have a shot or two, my person should be in the ATLians area. This strong in. As we drop our things off and then go back to DC, ride back to DC in this, van, fucking GMC Savannah van. It's a work van. He's HVAC and gemologist, herbalist. At some point you guys will meet him at some point. We connect. However, he has a work van, HVAC. So all of our things is in the HVAC van. Gonna drop them off in Atlanta. Go back to DC for the month of February for performances, events, and things like that because of the obligations. So my person right now is in the process of dropping our things off at Hotlanta, ATLians. And we're gonna be in commute between DC and Atlanta while we prepare to go to the mountains of Jamaica for the I Am Spiritual Center. Because the brother Demoja, and if anyone is interested, LumumbaBeach.com. If it's not LumumbaBeach.com, send a message, we'll get it, He's a God brother, I admit. So in 2023, my person met Lumumba at Temple of the Earth in 2023. Demoja. Lumumba is his brand. And so, met him at the temple in 2023, told him the story of, he was given the vision from God to go to Jamaica. He says, his family has property, a house property in the mountains of Jamaica. All his family is here. They're not going back. And the person who has been over the past years, decades, caregiver of the property, he's in his elder years, and they don't know what they're gonna do with the property. So in 2023, we met at the temple. My person serving at the temple, hey, look here. We're gonna go to Jamaica. He says, hey, we got the property. You have the vision for the spiritual center. So the plan is to go to the property, to maintain the property, his family's property, as we transform it into the I Am Spiritual Center. So, until that time, we're commuting from DC to Atlanta, doing God's work, and everything we own is in the van, go to Atlanta, and in 2024, last October, his father met his father face to face, laid eyes, told him the story, because at this point, it's just Demoja. The brothers talking. Yeah, man, the land, build it how you want to build it. It's there. We ain't got no, you do what you do. Yet, it's his father's still here. So met his father, told his father the story in September. So in October, his father says, Demoja, is your friend, is your brother ready to go to see the property in February of 2026, which is be next month? Yes, we have our passport. However, we relocated to Atlanta, so the funds that we had to go to Jamaica is being used to relocate. So it just so happened, his father said, Demoja says, Pops, Dad, some things came up. He's unable to go now in February. But however, if you guys want to go, you can go. However, I'm not able to go. it works out because the resources is being used to relocate. And so now we just, between DC and Atlanta, we're preparing, to get the funds to go visit the property in Jamaica, to lay eyes on it when his father's ready, whenever God says that timing is there. So right now we're walking on a faith and a prayer. And this is important. And the main reason we're sharing this story is because in a couple of deities ago, my person has now insight on the heart clit, which give thanks to this tantric community. The heart clit is my person's Osirian tantric practices. My person now, it was given as an Arcturian starseed to cultivate more of this Osirian tantra that my person has been living. And now that it sees that this as a unique expression of all there is, all there was, and all that shall be, my person is bringing forth a unique way of engaging with reality through its understanding of Osirian Tantra, as my person at this point is now walking, embodying, understanding the heart clit, heart touch therapy. Heart touch therapy and the heart clit are manifestations, right, of my person's understanding of the Osirian Tantra, which is the story, the love story of the Osirian resurrection. So my person says the Osirian resurrection is a love story. And that love story is tantric, is in nature. So it is Osirian Tantra is the love story of the Osirian resurrection, which my person is uniquely bringing forth through I am it. Because we all it. So the Osirian Tantra is my person's uniqueness of it, of the Christ consciousness, a unique expression of all there is, all there was, and all that shall be, is embodied in the I am it movement. Broadly speaking, while Osirian Tantra, heart clit, heart touch therapy, soul healing, high priest is how it's being watered down, how it's being embodied and being presented to the world, to humanity. So this is my person's story on being homeless as a high priest while it's in a transition of the manifestation of the I am spiritual center in the mountains of Jamaica. That's it, 18 minutes in. And remember, all this is to say, reflection, Emilola, and everyone else who this resonates with, that it is the return of the ancient ones. I am it, and so are you. Yes, you are. Yeshua, YesUAh. Another embodiment of Christ consciousness. A unique expression, darling, of all there is, all there was, and all there ever shall be. That's it. So this is being recorded on the device. When we have enough bandwidth from the Wi-Fi connection, from the 3D shit to upload it, then it shall be made public. The transmission of the private thoughts that's happening from within, of the experience of being summed up. My person's journey. Yes, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful love story. It's being manifest. So, reflection, crabs, yay, boom, shakara, I imagine that, yay, it's it, it's happening. Unconditionally love y'all to life. Boom, shakara, I imagine that.